A very good morning, class. A very good morning. Anyone is responding me or not?
Good morning,
Morning,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
So please note down, first of all, before beginning the class, please note down the syllabus for physics. Please note down the syllabus for physics. That is, you have already done chapter heat. You have already done chapter heat, right or wrong? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, the second chapter which we are going to do is chapter number 8. That is, let's see what's the chapter. So,
Weather. Weather influences our lives in different ways. During summer, we switch on the fans to keep ourselves cool. We use light colored clothes in order to reflect the heat. During winters, we use dark colored clothes and wrap ourselves in the warm clothes to protect us from cold environments. Similarly, during the rainy season, we use umbrella or raincoat as it may rain anytime. The weather of a place changes day after day and week after week. It's a complex phenomena that may vary very short periods of time like hour to hour.
any guesses? Any guesses? No. Let's move ahead then.
Therefore, our daily activities are planned according to the weather predicted for a particular day. The daily report of weather is provided on television, radio, and even in newspapers. So, my dear students, we are going to study chapter 8 Weather, Climate, and Adaptations in Animals.
So mark the chapter. Which two chapters we are going to do? Which two chapters we are going to do? Can you hear me?
Heat and weather, climate, and adaptations in animals.
Okay. So these two chapters are in the course of half yearly. Weather, adaptation and weather, climate and adaptation in animals and heat. And so let's do it. Okay, the question answer section of this whatever explanation I will be giving you in the form of PDFs. So after the class, do remember to take the PDF from the Skype. Understood? So now let's move ahead with the slides. And are you audible with the slides? Are you audible with the slides?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
because
ma'am.
there's a network issue,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
I pre-recorded it. There's a network issue, so I pre-recorded it. Okay.
Weather may be defined as the day-to-day condition of the atmosphere at a place with respect to the temperature, humidity, rainfall, wind speed, etc. I repeat, it may be defined as the day-to-day condition of the atmosphere at a place with respect to temperature, humidity, rainfall, wind speed, etc. The elements of weather are temperature, humidity, rainfall, wind speed. The temperature, humidity, rainfall, wind speed, and some other factors are called the elements of weather. Let's take one at a time. Temperature. The weather is mainly affected by the sun that produces heat and raise the temperature. The sun provides light as well as heat on the earth. It is necessary for the production of energy. The heat from the sun is absorbed by the earth's surface, oceans, and atmosphere, which play an important role in determining the weather of any place. Therefore, it's clear that change in weather is caused due to the sun because changes occurring in the sun's heat will change the atmosphere more frequently. The time of sunrise and sunset also changes throughout the year.
Any confusion? Any confusion?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Is it clear? What is the concept of temperature? Can anyone can tell me what was explained?
Yes, ma'am.
Who will tell me what was explained? Come on, who will tell me what I explained? Who will respond? If yes, ma'am, what I explained? Come on. So because of the heat, the temperature, that is temperature, the weather of a place changes because sometimes when we heat raises the temperature, and as a result the weather changes. It becomes humid, and other factors also occur on the basis of temperature only. Let's move ahead. Stop taking the snapshots.
Rainfall. The amount of water droplets that fall back on the earth after condensation of water vapors is called rainfall. When the temperature is too low, these droplets in the cloud get freezed into crystal of ice and comes on the earth as snowfall. During winter, the temperature falls after sunset, causing condensation of water vapors near the ground. These droplets hang in the air to form fog. Humidity. It is defined as the amount of water vapor in air which causes dampness of air. Air has the ability to hold certain amount of water vapor. The capacity of air to hold water increases with rise in temperature and falls if heavy rainfall occurs. The humidity is measured by the instrument hygrometer. The humidity is measured by the instrument called hygrometer, which consists of two thermometers. The bulb of one thermometer is wet and the other is dry. Finally, the wind speed. It is caused due to the difference in air pressure. During summer, the wind blows from Indian Ocean and Bay of Bengal and causes rain in India, while during winter it blows from the mountains of North India towards the northern plain and causes cold weather, that is winter season. Climate. The average weather pattern taken over a long time is called the climate of that place. Or we can say the climate of a place is the average weather over an extended time period. Different places in the world have different types of climate. The annual record of long-term average temperature and rainfall at a particular place is called climate. It gives an idea about the climate at a particular place. It is essential for the major factors that determine the climate of a place.
Ma'am, your mic is muted.
Ma'am, your mic is muted.
Who muted my mic? Should I end the class here from now? And you will be doing the chapter by yourself. I said already, whosoever will mute my mic, I will suspend the class there only, and you will be doing the chapters by yourself. Should I now? Should I now? So you are ready so that I can, so I am going to stop the class now. Okay? Either confess who muted it, or should I close the end the class?
Ma'am, Ishita.
Ishita? Where is Ishita? Ishita? She has left?
Ma'am,
So,
Ma'am Ishita is not in the call.
and who has left? Who has muted me?
Ma'am, Ali Abbas also left, ma'am.
Don't dare to touch my sound. Okay, now. I might see what the error is written here. I'm stopping it and redoing this. Is it okay now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm moving back. Now I cannot move back because the sharing mode has changed. Why, I don't know. But I was asking for the whole preview. Okay, let me stop it and again start it. And by the time what I've told you to write it down, write the difference and tell me what is the difference between climate and temperature, which I've taught you just now. Come on, tell me. I've not forgotten my question and never forget. Come on, tell me. Come on. Hmm? Hmm.
Ma'am, excuse me.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, is motion and time not coming in our course?
No. The two chapters which I have told you, that only are coming in your course now.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, weather
Arafat,
keeps
move
on
out of
changing day to day.
Arafat, move out of my class. Okay. The two chapters
Ma'am,
which I
weather.
told you just now are coming in the course. Any other query? Any other queries? Should I continue with my class now? Should I?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So you have not told me the difference between climate and weather. So that will be a homework. Because you are not paying attention in today's class? Anyone still try? Do you want to try difference between weather and climate?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, climate, ma'am, average weather pattern taken over a long time of a place.
That I've written. I don't want what I've written. I want the sense of the statement. The statement, what is the sense, meaning of true statement? And I have told it also.
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am, can I answer?
Yes, you can.
Ma'am, climate remains for a long period of time in a place, and weather keeps on changing day to day.
Right. That is the basic difference and gist of the two statements. Okay? Okay, let's move ahead now. That means you are paying attention.
Climate. The climate of a place depends on the following conditions: latitude, altitude, proximity to the sea, and rainfall. Let's see in detail. Latitude. The earth is divided into 3 temperature zones. First one, hot or torrid zone. The region around the equator which is heated by the direct rays of the sun. Cold or frigid zone. Region around the north and the south pole which receives slanting rays of the sun. And lastly, the temperate zone, the region between the torrid and the frigid zone. Altitude. The temperature falls by 1 degree with every 300 feet rise in the altitude. That means as we move higher, the temperature of an area falls. That's why on the ground level we have hot and temperature, but as we move above the hill, on a hill, the temperature falls. Proximity to the sea. Places close to the sea have a moderate climate, whereas those away from the sea have extreme climatic condition. The land absorbs and radiates the heat of the sun much faster than the seawater, which accounts for the difference in the climate of these places. Rainfall. The amount of rainfall. The climate of a place is influenced by the amount of rainfall it receives, which in turn depends on the factors like wind, proximity to the sea, and the presence of mountains. Climate of India. The climate of India varies in different regions. Has cold and moderate wet climate. Has a moderately hot and wet climate. South has very hot and wet climate. The western region has hot and dry climate. The northeastern India has wet climate and receives rain for a major part of the year.
So that's all for today. You have to read the chapter and write the question answers given in the PDF. But before writing, I will be discussing with you the question answers which I have given you for homework today. So, can you see the PDF section? Or should I enlarge it? Should I enlarge it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now can you? Is it
Yes,
visible?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
The first question given to you is the difference between weather and climate. So, weather reflects short-term conditions of the atmosphere, right? Because short-term means small for short duration, while climate is the average of weather of a place over a long time. The next difference is weather can change from season to season. Climate is the average daily weather for an extended period of time at a certain location. What does this mean? This means that it will not change from one season to season. It will remain same, constant. But weather changes season to season. See, for here only, if we say what's the season, it's rainy season. How is the weather? In this month only you can see one day we are having a hot humid climate, one day we are having a slight pleasant weather, right or not? But the climate of this region today is this month is what? It's rainy. Understood? Any confusion?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Any confusion? No. So let's see the other one which we have just now discussed. Name the factors that determine the weather of a place and briefly explain their role. So we just now discussed. What were, okay, first of all tell me what were the factors of weather. Tell me what were the factors of weather. Can anyone name? The factors of weather we just now done. What were the factors of weather? Come on, answer.
Ma'am, latitude, altitude,
I'm talking about weather, not climate. Weather.
ma'am, temperature, rainfall, humidity, wind speed.
Understood? So remember, weather. First of all, don't start writing in your question answer sheet whatever given. First, see which term is given and then write. Okay? So you are right. So the factors that determine the weather of a place are temperature, that is just now I explained, and what I have explained I have written it down here. The weather is mainly affected by the sun that produces heat and raises the temperature. The sun provides light as well as heat on the earth. It is necessary for the production of energy. The heat from the sun is absorbed by the earth's surface, ocean and atmosphere, which plays an important role in determining the weather of any place. Therefore, it's clear that changes in weather is caused due to the sun because the changes occurring in the sun's heat will change the atmosphere more frequently. Now, next was rainfall. The amount of water droplets that fall back on the earth after condensation of water vapor is called rainfall. When the temperature is too low, these droplets in the cloud get freeze into crystal of ice and comes on the earth as snow. So when temperature is low, cloud gets freeze and changes into crystal and falls on the earth. In winter, during winter, the temperature falls fast after sunset, causing condensation of water vapor near the ground. These droplets hang in the air to form fog. Third was humidity. It is defined as the amount of water vapor in air which causes dampness. You can feel the humidity now, na? Can you feel the humidity? Class?
Yes,
Can
ma'am.
you feel the humidity now?
Yeah.
Air has the ability to hold certain amount of water vapor. The capacity of air to hold water increases with the rise in temperature and fall if heavy rainfall occurs. Lastly, wind speed. Wind speed is caused due to the difference in temperature difference in air pressure during summer. The wind blows from Indian Ocean and Bay of Bengal. Air pressure means somewhere, because of air pressure means the capacity to hold air. The capacity, air pressure means the capacity of air to hold water. The capacity of the air to hold water. So during summers, the wind blows from Indian Oceans to Bay of Bengal. Can you tell me why? Can you tell me? Because wind blows from high to low, and heat blows from high to low. So in which side the different and air blows from low to high. So in which direction will be air moving in summers? I am again telling you, heat blows from higher temperature से close temperature की तरफ जाता है, right? And air pressure just the vice versa. So can you tell me where is the low pressure area and where is the high pressure area of air? Who will tell me? सोच के बताओ. हाई प्रेशर एरिया किधर होगा और लो प्रेशर एरिया कहाँ होगा? नहीं समझ में आया?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, I'm again telling you that heat travels. Heat. What is the direction of heat? First, tell me. What's the direction of heat?
Ma'am, from higher temperature to lower temperature.
That means if the temperature is high, the air is dry or wet? The air is dry or wet?
Dry.
Dry. And dry means high pressure, and low means, and wet means low pressure. So what happens in the summers? The Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal have a low pressure, and the air moves from low pressure to high pressure, and the rain occurs in the land. Understood? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's see, beta. You have to be very much clear, otherwise you will not be able to do the question answers, because you have seen I do not give question answers or what I have written already. I have framed the question answers by myself. You have seen now? Most of the questions in the form was given by the explanation. So the explanation should be very much clear. If any confusion, please ask, otherwise you will not be able, and this time the paper is theoretical. You have to write all the answers. So you will not be able to write the answers. Only mugging up will not help you. जितने क्वेश्चंस लिखवाए जाएंगे उतने ही आएंगे जरूरी नहीं है. Okay. So, when are the maximum minimum temperature likely to be recorded during a day? When? Just now I told you about the 4 factors of temperature. Can you tell me, weather, can you tell me when, at what time of the day we will have maximum temperature and at what time of the day we will have minimum temperature? Come on, fast. At what time of day we will have maximum temperature, at what time of the day we will have minimum temperature?
Ma'am, maximum temperature in afternoon and minimum temperature in morning.
Can you tell me the reason? Can you tell me the reason? It's a very simple reason.
Ma'am,
Huh.
ma'am, because of the sun's direction.
Not direction. See, from morning till afternoon, the land has heated. Land has heated or not? And the water has also heated. So all the heat has summed up. But in the case of morning, what has happened? The night has passed. The sun was not there. and the temperature cooled down. And so the extreme point is morning of the night. Extreme is morning is the extreme point of night or not? Right or not?
Yes, ma'am.
So the morning temperature is minimum and the afternoon temperature is maximum. Can anyone tell me which is the most humid time temperature? मतलब सबसे ज़्यादा मतलब पसीना गर्मी किस टाइम पे होती है टेम्परेचर के, वेदर के? Who will tell me? Fast! You are wasting your time. Come on. अगली क्लास के लिए लेट हो जाओगे. जवाब नहीं दोगे तो जा नहीं पाओगे. Come on. Try out. Feel करो, अभी weather feel करो. Feel the weather and tell me which time you feel. Who is answering me? Which time of the day? It's
No, afternoon time.
It's evening.
Evening, ma'am.
हाँ? It's evening. See, morning में सबसे ठंडा, afternoon time सबसे गर्म और सबसे humid evening में. याद रहेगा? Will you remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see the next. So the maximum temperature of a day occurs generally in the afternoon, while the minimum temperature of a day generally occurs in the morning. Weather station. So what activities out? We always seen a weather station has told us weather forecast has given this, weather forecast has given that. So what's a weather station and what is the basic activity of a weather station? A weather station is a facility with instruments and equipments to make observation of atmospheric conditions, means whatever changes is happening in the atmosphere, in order to provide information to make weather forecast and to study the weather and climate. In weather station, data is collected daily with the help of various instruments. They use various instruments directly by people or through computer operated machines. Are you clear what is a weather station? Basic work of a weather station? Are you? Are you? Anyone, any confusion? Anyone is having any confusion? No? Yes or no? Please respond.
No.
No? So,
No.
have a nice day and thank you. I will be giving you